Alright, this is another avatar update. Where'd my tablet go? Here we go. Okay, so I've made a few more changes. So, first of all, I made the muzzle a little shorter. I didn't like how big it was. And I made the teeth a little rounder, so that gives me a bit of a better profile. So like now you can actually see my lips in profile and everything, which is kind of cool. That was actually a fairly easy change to do. I guess I'm getting pretty okay at Blender. How about that? But another really fun thing is I have added... Hold on a sec. Let me get back here a bit. I've added a bunch more materials, and I did a fun thing with that. So, now I have transformation sequence, sort of. I mean, it's cheesy and could be a lot. There could be more of a transition, but it's, you know, it's like a Sailor Scout transition material. So, you know, which is fun. The way it's implemented, so the other day I had mentioned how the default texture or the default material is what swaps in for a little bit while the animation plays out, which is really annoying. So I just took advantage of that. So I just have it so the default material is this, you know, Sailor Moon style thing. So, you know, it's just a glitter effect that's it's actually camera space rather than world space. So like if you see it in person, it's a little brain bending, little brain melting, because it's like infinitely far away. It's like a cutout from the world, which I feel is in keeping with how the Sailor Moon transformation style works. So I thought that was cute to do. You normally only see it for a couple seconds, or like when my avatar first loads in, which can be disorienting for some people, but it's brief at least. I can also bring it up as like the constant thing, so you can see that it's like it's completely a screen space effect, which is fun. It's like the further away I move, the bigger the glimmers look. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. And you can also, you know, just really see the improvements of the muzzle shape like that, because it's, you know, like that. Let's see, here we go. But yeah, let's go back to my normal plaid look. Yeah. Let's see, I don't remember if I ever got around to fixing the uvula texture on here. Not that it matters. You can't really see inside unless you're like into that sort of thing, and you know, whatever. That's not my thing. Nothing against people who have that as their thing. But I know a lot of people who are into that sort of stuff. I'm not, and that's okay. Yeah, so let's see. I haven't really added that many more materials since last time, but like I did make a like here's the standard iPod ad look, and then I also made it so I can do the coloring book thing. This was my old transitional texture. I decided to make it a full-on texture. Maybe I should actually texture it so you can see the pupils and the nose and whatever. I don't know, whatever. But like, let's see. So I made a glittery version of the iPod material as well, so you can. So I'm a bit shinier like this, and that's actually a bit more like how the old iPod ads were anyway, like because of the way that they did the silhouette effect in that ad. But also I like how it's got, you know, this, you know, glittery thing going on, because, you know, it's the glitter texture that I'm so proud of. Oh, and the glitter texture I actually made procedurally. I mean, it's a baked texture, but I wrote code to generate the glitter normal map. I mean, it's nothing major, nothing special. But, you know, it's code. I always take a code-first approach wherever I can, especially when it's easier to do it in code than by hand. And of course, I'd done that before I decided to use Poyomi as my shader. And Poyomi has built-in glitter, but I think this glitter actually looks better than Poyomi's. I mean, I'm using the Poyomi glitter for this, and you know, it works really well for this. But I'm not a fan of how it looks as a surface texture. Let's see. And here's my plush. So, yeah, the plush doesn't look great. And, you know, I did a different fabric texture for the hair in plush mode. I want to, and yeah, I still have those texture seams and stuff that I want to fix with, with the stuff. Forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, I wanted to do the procedurally based texture thing that I rambled about a few updates ago. And I have not done that. And I am very busy with other stuff right now, so I probably won't get to it for a long time. Let's see, for a more bloggy thing, I finally sold my condo that I'd been trying to sell for a while. So now I have a lot of money, which is great because I am unemployed and burnt the fuck out. So I have no interest in getting a job again. So this gives me plenty of opportunity to work on my own things and figure out what I want to do for whatever. And, you know, I've had so much fun doing VRChat stuff that, you know, maybe I'll start doing, you know, doing commissions for modeling or texturing or whatever. You know, it seems like a good way to go. Oh, also another thing about the avatar setup. So I've always been debating about, like, so the viewpoint of the avatar, like, there's two schools of thought of, like, either you put the viewpoint where the eyes are. Hello, quest tracking. Either you put the viewpoint where the eyes are, which has the problem of your hands track, like, further back than they should be, or the tracking of your hands gets really weird. Or you can put the viewpoint, like, in the neck, which makes it so that, like, you know, your hands track correctly relative to your eyes, but then like features of like it means that, like, your relative view of, like, your nose and your bangs and whatever are, like, way far out, which is really annoying. So right now I'm splitting the difference. That actually feels pretty okay. So, like, there's still, actually, let me get something real quick. Oops, wrong button. So a thing that happens is if the viewpoint is based on your eye position, the hands, like really short. So, like, you can see here that, like, actually maybe you can't see here. So so I've got this item that I'm holding, okay? And I'm moving my hand, and the item keeps moving quite a bit further. This is the actual range of motion of my physical hand. And it, you know, it's but then the virtual hand is limited by the IK bin. So it's because, like, since the viewpoint is further forward than the neck bone, so let me see how I can explain this. So VRChat, the way it positions bones relative to each other is really suboptimal. So what there really needs to be is it needs to have an offset between the view position and the shoulders. But it assumes, like, the way that it tracks the IK of the avatar, it assumes that the viewpoint is in line with the shoulders, which is not the case in reality, and definitely not the case in most avatars. So you end up having to do this weird compromise, where either like either like your eyes are positioned relative to your shoulder, or they're positioned the same as your shoulders, which means that like your body is correct, but then like your face is way off when it comes to like you getting booped and whatever. And getting booped is very important in VR, as you may be aware. Booping is important stuff. So either like your booping is way off or your hand motion is way off. So right now I'm just splitting the difference. So they're both equally wrong, but it seems to feel pretty okay. So it's like, I've got like, I can, like, the booping feels about where it would-ish. And then, my arms are shorter than they should be, but like, can you see that now? It's like, again, the arms are little, wait, actually, okay, so when I'm pushing out to the side, it's fine because the IK is correct. Because it's all in line with the shoulder there. But like if it's in front, like it's wrong. So that's another example of how, yeah, so that's another example of how it's incorrect in the way that VRChat sets up the physics for, or the IK rather, for the eyes versus the shoulders. So really what there needs to be is like VRChat needs to set it up so that like it respects the relative difference between the eye bones and the shoulder bones. But as far as I know, there's no way to do that. I've never seen an avatar do it correctly. Like every single avatar I've used has this problem where like either the viewpoint is way far back from where the eyes actually are, or the or you get little T-Rex arms, basically. Yeah. There's still some tweaks I want to do on this model, by the way. Like the hands feel way too big. Like, let's see. Okay, so yeah, like the wrist position. Let's see. Okay, so let's see here. So the wrist position is correct, but then my physical hands end here. So that, and I've got pretty big hands. So yeah, I've modeled the hands way too big, so I need to fix that. I need to make the hands smaller. That would also help me like make the thumbs not be so weird, I think. So yeah, I need to cut down the hand length by not quite half, but like, okay, so like let's see, this is where my metacarpals end. And so that's correct. Like that's the correct metacarpal placement. But then wait, metacarpal? I never took anatomy. Like I think it's like, okay, so carpal or carpal bones, metacarpal, distal, oh no, proximal distal, right? Something like that. Anyway, basically the crook of the hand, like where the thumb comes together, that's correct. But then like the joints for the fingers, like this, so like this is where the base of the finger is on my physical hand. Then this is the first joint, this is the second joint, and this is the tip. So I guess it's not too far off. Okay, I guess I don't need to shorten them that much. It's not too bad, but it still feels a little off. And also there's just like this whole thing with like the hand poses need some tweaking as well. Like you could, like the pinky, or I mean it's only rigged with index, middle, and ring fingers, but the ring finger gets like, it gets really sharp when it does the thing for these poses. And that's just something that needs to be progressively worked on over time. But let's see, yeah, I've got got stuff going on here. Yeah, also, let's see. Yeah, I like this new muzzle shape. I should have done this a lot sooner. I should probably curve the nose pad a little. It's still pretty much flat, and I think I need to pull the corners back a little. That's easy to do, also. It's all a process. And I'm glad that I didn't have to redo my UVs or textures or anything. It was, it wasn't a huge change to the face structure. I just flattened the muzzle a little bit and then curved the mouth a bit. So it's a bit rounder. Yeah, let's see. So let's see if I go back to skin and stripey. This is like, yeah, because like the none of my textures actually have the really. Oh, hello, quest tracking. No, the textures really do a lot between like where these face stripes end and everything else. Oh, and actually the nose pad has its own texture island. So and so do the lips, for that matter. Because I just wanted to avoid texture bleeding and all the weird artifacts that happen with that. Oh, my lip blend shape is a lot better now. I kind of feel like there's an underbite, maybe, now. That's easy enough to fix, too. Yeah, let's see. What else? I don't think there's really anything else to say here. This has been a fun process, a fun project. At some point, I do need to work on another avatar. I mean, this was my top priority for, my own personal stuff, but I've got a lot of ideas for other avatars I want to make. One joke that I keep on making with my friends is, like, since most of my friends have full body tracking, and they keep on becoming pretzels, so I keep on joking about how I want to be a pretzel. So I think I'm going to make a pretzel avatar. Like, Bavarian pretzel. There's a few other things I want to do. Maybe I'll do like a quick Halloween kind of thing just for the hell of it. I'm not really that much of a Halloween person, but I've got some ideas for like, spooky, spectral kinds of stuff that would be fun to do. Not even just for Halloween, but just in general. Oh, like actually, I've got this really funny avatar that where is it? This one, the Triumvirate of minimal horrors. Ooh. This one's a fun avatar. So like it's just, as far as I can tell, it's just modeled with there's just 3 ghosts. One's attached to the head, the other 2 are attached to the hands. It's like, basically no rigging. I mean, there's rigging, but like it's the simplest rig possible. Ooh. Let's see. This one's is like a goo girl kind of thing. Let's see. This one's funny. Oh, wait. My camera's way up there. I can't get to my camera right now. I'm very short. Oh, a sec. How do I fix this? Look at me. Here we go. It's like there's just like a doofy frog with an upside down face. So, let's see. I also really like this ferret. This ferret's a lot of fun. When I want to be small, I'm small. I'm tiny. So I like this. I like this tiny ferret. This is apparently a base mesh that's available for retexturing. So I might try to track down the base mesh and do some like alternate textures of it. Oh yeah, I can. That's right. I finally re-enabled Play Space Mover, so I can use this to blink. There we go. Okay. So yeah, this ferret's adorable and tiny. my small little ferret. And yeah, I'd like to do a bunch of like retextures of things and maybe open up for commissions on that. Let's see. I mean, I'm not taking credit for this retexturing. This was done by Dom, who also did, where is it? This avatar is, hello. This avatar, the Wolfian, was done by the same person who retextured the ferret. This is a fun avatar as well. Like it's and this seems like a good base for retexturing. I've not seen anyone really use this one, so it seems like a big lost opportunity. There's a lot of meshes out there, a lot of base avatars out there. So, yeah. But yeah, let's see. I had some other avatar ideas that I'm blanking on now, but yeah, I would definitely like to do more of this because it's fun, and maybe I can get money for it, which would be fun too. Yeah. La la la. Okay. Anyway, back to being a critter. And oh yeah, so there was my I would like to make the loading transition a bit shorter. It's a little, I don't know why it takes so long on this avatar. On other avatars that have swappable materials, it's only like a frame or two. And I had it only taking a frame or two before, so I don't know what happened. I don't know why it's doing this full, like, 1 second thing. I think I may have messed up the... Oh yeah, I think I know what happened. I think when I changed my animations, I think I set the time base to seconds instead of frames. So yeah, that's probably what happened. So that's probably an easy fix. Yeah, anywho, that is, once again, it-ish. Yeah, I think that's it for this update. And obviously I haven't been doing as many updates lately because there's been less to update about. Because this avatar is mostly done. And I don't expect that a lot of people are watching these anyway. I mean, I know that not a lot of people are watching these anyway. Also, my quick action menu is getting really packed with a lot of stuff. But yeah, I really like this glittery. This is a little too reflective. I should probably turn down the reflections a bit. But this is how I appear on Spin Dizzy Muck a lot of the time too, which is a lot of fun. And yeah. Anyway, enough rambling. Good night.